Alright guys, welcome back to JForce Gaming. And do you need to edit your PDF or create a PDF? Well, there is a lot of PDF tool and software out there that lets you edit and create PDF, but most of them requires it to be paid, or even those free one does not have all the features that you need. Well, what if I tell you there is one PDF editor that I'm going to show you today that can actually do all kinds of editing, compressing, merging, you can create, annotate, all the things that you need, alright, to edit a PDF or to create a PDF for completely free. So what am I talking about? Well, it is with the help of this software right here. So this is the JOPDF, and I'm using this all the time whenever I want to edit my PDF file. So as you guys know, as a student myself, alright, sometimes when you get like a PDF and when you save it and you just realize, hey, I made a mistake here, or this picture is not in the correct place that I want it to be when you convert from Word to PDF, and you want to edit it, but I don't want to pay like $100 a month for Adobe Acrobat. So with this PDF editor, I can easily edit my PDF on the spot and save it and instantly submit my thesis or like journal or any like assignment. So this is very, very useful, and this thing has all kinds of things, alright, features that you ever need, alright, to edit a PDF. As you guys can see right over here, they have a lot of features over here, and there is none that there's none that if I need, alright, there's not there, alright. I have everything I need, so which is really awesome, and I'm really, really happy, alright, to share this with you guys. So if you're out there looking for like a really nice, good and reliable PDF editor, this will be the one for you. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and show you guys the software itself and show you some examples of me editing the PDF itself. So let me just go ahead and show you guys this JOPDF itself. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the software itself, and they have so many things that you guys can do, alright? You guys can edit PDF, of course. You can process batches of PDF files at the same time. You guys can compress it. You guys can create PDF. You guys can print, organize, and even encrypt your PDF if it contains something that has sensitive information. So what we're going to do now is I will just open a PDF and show you how I actually edit that. So you guys can see I have two PDF examples over here, and I'm going to just open this thesis one. Alright, so this is one of the like a public thesis, or yeah, you guys can see this is basically a PDF file, alright, and to show you guys, and you guys can see, alright, so as you guys know, PDF files are very hard to edit, but with this, alright, you guys can edit it very, very easily. If you go to edit, alright, and you go to edit all, alright, you guys can see that you guys can click on anything you want anywhere, alright. You see, please replace your name and year, so I can just put my name. Alright, you guys can see I can just edit it very, very easily. Alright, 2025. Alright, all this and that. Alright, you guys can see. Alright, I can just change this because my name and year. You guys can just edit it very, very easy. I just spelled my name wrongly, but you guys can see, alright, everything is editable. Alright, and yeah, you guys can also move this around. You guys can see. Alright, and yeah, you guys can like change this to here. You guys can edit every single thing. You guys can add text. Alright, you guys can add text to the PDF files itself. Alright, and bam. See, it's so easy just to edit in. Alright, you guys can add an image if you have an image to add. Alright, you guys can add certain link at all. Alright, you guys can see all the mathematical formulas over here. Alright, all this can be edited. You guys can see all the numbers on the graph can also be edited, which is really cool. Alright, so you think the graph, hey, there's an error on the graph itself. You guys can see, you guys can also edit the graph itself. Really, really awesome. Alright, you guys can also edit the values inside tables as well. Alright, you guys can see, I can just like change any values I want to 3. Alright, you guys can space down. You guys can just play around with it, and it's really, really easy, and everything can be edited. Number of pages, this and that. And you guys can also convert it to like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, whichever you like. Alright, you guys can convert it to image as well, Office to PDF, image to PDF, and you guys can of course process it alright in batches. And like I say here, also have, you guys can also highlight certain things as well. You guys can highlight it. You guys can like write underline the text. You guys can also erase if you are drawing. You guys can like write, hey, this is wrong. You guys can draw it. So you guys can draw it. So if you are like a lecturer or professor, alright, you guys can use this as well to like annotate like certain things to teach your student. You guys can circle it. Alright, of course you can erase it. Alright, you guys can add certain text, and you guys can do like add certain stamps, this and that. You guys can see. Alright, there are a few pre-approved stamps over here, really, really nice. Alright, so yeah, you guys can play around with it. Alright, they have pages as well, so you guys can also rearrange just pages just by drag and dropping. So you think like, hey, this should be page 11 instead, so you can just drop it in front and you know you'll be arranged, and you guys can see you have so many things you guys can do over here. So and you guys can also protect it with encryption, so you guys can add your own password. Alright, so you guys save it and then you guys can also add your own encryption to password. So yeah, no one can access the file unless they have their password itself. So yeah, it's really awesome. Alright, you guys can have certain bookmarks, you guys can have certain annotation, the few annotation I did over here, you guys can see when you press, you guys can see all the annotation I did. Alright, all under here, and you guys can add certain attachment to the PDF itself, which is really awesome. Alright, you guys can you know, resize the image, you guys can see I can easily resize it, drag it around, you guys can see. Alright, you guys can do whatever you want with the image, and you guys can also flip it up and down, you guys can rotate it. Alright, and you guys can also you know, adjust certain things on the image itself. So they have a lot of things that you guys can do with image and with text itself, which is really cool. And yeah, it has everything you need to edit a PDF file, so you don't have to worry about, you know, paying $100 a month just to edit a PDF file, where this one you guys can do it for completely free. Alright, and let me just open another one for you, where we have this also another PDF file, just to show that, you know, all types of PDF files is editable. So you guys go to edit all. Alright, you guys can see this one. I also can edit like anything I want over here. I can resize it, move it out. You guys can choose like various font as well. Alright, and you guys can choose the color for your text as well. So you guys can choose the color I want. Okay, and you can turn green. So you guys can do like all kinds of thing over here. Alright, very useful thing. And then you guys can add words, can edit everything. Everything is editable. Alright, anything that is shown on these PDF files can be edited. Alright, even the page number itself, you guys can also edit the page number. Alright, so yeah, everything can be done easily on this, and it's so easy. Just open up and just edit it straight. After that, you guys can just, you know, save it to like anywhere you want. Alright, and yeah, it's very a convenient tool, alright, for you to edit your PDF. And you guys can see how easy it is just to click on that. Alright, just to click on anything, and you can just type in whatever you want or delete whatever thing you want. You find that this sentence is wrong, just delete it, and man, it is so easy to edit. So yeah, if you are out there looking for a PDF editor that works really well, really reliably, and actually free, and you guys can edit all kinds of things on the PDF without any limitation, this will be the PDF editor for you. Alright, the JOPDF, and I think this is one of the best PDF. I'm using it for a long time now, for like 1 year, close to 1 year plus, and you know, it's been working really well. I edit all the PDF whenever I need, and the best part is it's free and it works really well. Right, they don't like come out with a lot of ads, or like, you know, you have to pay like a monthly or yearly subscription just to edit your PDF. So once again, if you guys want to check out this JOPDF, I'll link them the first link in the video description down below for you guys to go ahead and check it out. Alright, so yeah, this is one of the best PDF editor out there I've used that is actually free. I've used a lot of free PDF editor out there. I can tell you those are really bad. Alright, either they limit you with the features, or just a lot of ads keep popping up, and some of them doesn't even there's very limited things that you guys can do, like editing the text. Some doesn't even let you change the font, some doesn't even let you delete certain text. Alright, so it's very complicated, and it's very bad. So if you want something that's really free, really good, alright, I can edit basically everything on a PDF file, this will be the best PDF editor out there. And once again, I'll link the first link in the video description down below for you to go ahead and check it out. So yeah, that's all for today, guys, and this is JForce Gaming. And if you find today's video really useful and really helpful, do give it a thumbs up, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Peace out.
I don't wanna cry.